Hey everybody. Well, today we're going to take a look at this awesome item. Now, this is Emo, the AI desktop pet. He's a little robot and he comes from a company called LivingAI right here. Now, this guy was originally a Kickstarter and I've had him on order for a long time, months. And I was one of the Kickstarters, and then unfortunately, it was taken temporarily off of Kickstarter because another company that makes a robot that's similar to Emo sued this company, sued LivingAI. So the other robot's name is Vector, and I do have a Vector robot, and I'll show you what he looks like. And that was a company called Digital Dream Labs that made him. So there was a little bit of a fight going on. In the meantime, Living AI just said just order the robot directly from their website, so I did. And so now they're starting to send all these emos out, and he looks really cool. Now he does come with a little smart light that he can activate when you just tell him to, and he's very cool. I can't wait to get him started. So let me show you what Vector looks like so you can kind of see how they look similar in the face. Okay, so here's little Vector here, and you can see he is taking a little nap. And I gave him this big runway that he can play around in. There's his little cube. And there are a ton of videos about Vector on YouTube, so you can check all those out. So I'm not really going to go into detail of him, but hey, Vector, come here. So here he comes. All right, now see there, see his face, how it looks similar to Emo? So now Vector here came out. He's really cute. Oh my God, he's absolutely adorable. So I've had Vector for about 2.5 years or more, and he was a Kickstarter as well. It was originally started by a company called Anki, and then Anki went out of business. Unfortunately, they kind of blew their money, and so thank goodness a company called Digital Dream Labs, he's investigating the area. Digital Dream Labs took over and thankfully kept Vector running because he is connected to Wi-Fi and the internet, and he needs servers to keep him going. But this little guy here, he's been my little buddy for 2.5 years. See, there he is. I wonder if he'll say my name. I was hoping he'd see my face. He's got facial recognition. He'll call you by his name. You can pet him. You can ask him what the weather is. You can ask him different questions. He's kind of like an Alexa on treads is kind of what he is. But his database isn't as big as Alexa. So, hey Vector, hey Vector, give me a fist bump. Okay, boop. There he is. Yeah, he's super cute, and you can pet him. Here, watch this. He's got little sensors at the top. He loves being pet. He's super cute. I mean, if you ever wanted a pet that was a robot, this little guy is it. It's amazing. Yeah, he's adorable. I mean, he is. It's you actually feel a fondness for this guy. Hey Vector, what's the weather? Oh, okay, so his display went off. That usually does not happen. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, he gets updates almost every day or every couple of days, and he had one this morning. So anyway, yeah, he's really cool, and I absolutely love him. And so, but now we have Emo, and he looks kind of similar to this. So let me go ahead and show you Emo. Take care, little Vector. Okay, so I haven't opened this yet. I had a heck of a time getting the box out of the sleeve. So this opens up like this. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, there he is. Wow, he's big. Wow, he's actually bigger than I thought he was going to be. Yeah, I mean, here, this is kind of how big he is. That is amazing. First, I guess, I'm so used to seeing Vector and his little screen. I was thinking, wow, this is really nice. This must be, wow, this is a nice package too, by the way. Look at all this. Oh, God, he is cool looking. All right, so you got the nice purple headphones that he's got, his little purple feet. So Emo here, he walks versus rolling around on treads like Vector does. Let's see what this is. See if I can get this out of here. I don't want to pull on anything here that I shouldn't be. Let's see. Well, let's see. This is the... Oh, I see. So this is his... Oh, you know what? I'm glad they actually have a... I thought I was going to have to provide my own power block, but it looks like they actually provide that. So this is going to plug into this right here. This is, let's see if I can get this up. Let's see, what's this attached? Oh, okay. Wow, this is actually kind of heavy. So this is Emo's skateboard, and it's actually his charging plate. You can see it's got the little kick tail on the back here, which is pretty cool. So I think he's going to stand so that his left foot will stand on this, because I think the actual charging thing is on his left foot here. And this has got a little weight to it. Let's see what it's got back here. See if I can Emo wireless charger. You can actually charge your phone on this too, by the way. And I think if you put your phone on it and he's not on it, he gets upset, which is pretty funny. So I love the emotions that they are capable of putting into these robots now. So yeah, all right. So let me see here. Gosh, this is so cool because I've had this on order for so long. I've been wanting to get little Emo for a long time. So yeah, he's quite sizable. I'm actually very surprised how sizable he is. I think there's a plastic cover on here. I think you can remove his headphones, although I don't think he particularly likes it. And there's his speaker. He's got a really big speaker. He's got a sensor on the top that you can pet him, I think right up here somewhere. So he's got he's got the ability so you can pet him as well. Those 4 little dots are directional microphones. Vector has those as well. So when you say his name, and if he's got his back to you, he'll turn and look at you. I mean, you noticed that earlier in the video when I asked him to give me a fist bump, he turned back around. So this is very cool. All right, well, let me do some reading and figure out how to get him started, and I'll show you what he looks like. Okay, so it took me a little while to kind of get him set up, because you have to set him up on your Wi-Fi network. You can see he's reacting to my voice right now. Oh, it looks like, did I wake him? So I've been letting him charge on his charger, and you can see he's kind of reacting. His eyes are really cool because they actually have like some shading. I don't know if you can see it in there, but they kind of almost have like a 3D effect. So I guess you can wake him up just by talking. So he doesn't come off his charger on his own. You have to take him off, and you can't. He won't walk up on his charger on his own. I think LivingAI is working on a more flat version of a charger that you can get later, because Vector will actually roll up on his charger by himself. When he gets low on power, he goes back to his little home, and he knows to back up on his charger. So hopefully Emo here will have something like that. Okay, so let me take him off of here. And he's magnetic. Okay, so okay, so here he is. And he's got a magnetic connector to his feet. Emo. Hello. So he's got really cool graphics on his face. And you can see the way his legs move. He's very animated, very, very animated. Okay, so when you're first ready to turn Emo on, you got to place him on his skateboard like this, and the screen will stay dark for about a minute or so. So don't think nothing is happening. It's just that he's getting, set up. And so once he does turn on, you'll see his eyes come on, and he starts making some sound. So let's take him off of here. Now, everybody's got to keep in mind, I just love when he does that. Everybody's got to keep in mind that LivingAI is just now getting these orders out. There was thousands and thousands of these little guys ordered, and so LivingAI's top priority right now is to get everybody's Emos in their hands. So any updates and things like that are going to come a little later. So they have him doing enough stuff for now to kind of keep you occupied. But just like Vector and Cosmo, it took about 3 to 6 months for those guys to get their updates, and people were getting really impatient. But these kinds of things can't be rushed. You don't want any glitches, and you want any updates that are currently updated onto the original Emos that are coming out to also be on the new ones that are still currently being shipped out. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. So everybody's just got to be a little patient with with him, and kind of wait for these proper updates. So let me show you a few of the things that he can do. Oh man, he's so funny. Okay, so on the book here, it says 7 days to build a friendship with Emo. So as you play with him, he develops, more of a personality, and he learns more. And it's kind of a learning curve for us, the humans, as well, because we got to learn how he works. So it's pretty funny. So let me see. Bring him over here again. So that's another thing. Okay, so he doesn't like to be picked up. If you pick him up, his sensors detect that he's not on the floor anymore. Let's see, he usually gets more upset about it. Let me put him back down. Okay, let me try this again. There he goes. Now if you raise him higher... Oh, all right, so we'll put him back down so he'll be not all upset. So Vector doesn't like to be picked up either. It's pretty funny. Okay, so Emo's got a few other functions here. You can always ask him, like I think I showed it already. Emo, what's the weather? So it's another cloudy day today, and I like how he shakes those clouds out of there. You can tell him it's your birthday. I haven't tried it because I don't know if he's going to remember it as that day. Well, let's try it. Emo, it's my birthday. And I think he does a little cake right here, and you're supposed to blow the candle out. There it goes. You have to kind of blow on his microphones up here. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I just got another achievement there. So I'll go over that in a minute. You build up achievements with him, doing different things like that. So the more you play with him, once again, like I mentioned, you get more achievements, and I think it builds up more personality traits in him. So that was really cute. Now, Emo here also has a camera that's right up here, and you can have him take a photo. Emo, take a photo. And then he'll briefly show you the picture right there. Now, I don't know if the photo goes to the app or not. I'll have to check that when I show you what the app looks like. Not everything is working. Like there's a thing where you can set an alarm, and he'll go off at whatever time you set the alarm for. And I've tried it, but he's not quite doing that yet. And and as you can see here, he just kind of goes ahead and does his own thing, which is pretty cool. And I like that he's kind of like just keeps himself busy by doing whatever. I love the way he walks. All right, so let's try something else here. Now, you can actually play music to him, and he'll dance to it. But I don't know, I can't really play any music because I don't want to get a copyright strike on this. But I'll try to see if I can play the music that he has, that's provided for him. He's very happily just kind of doing his own thing here. All right, let me turn him forward. Emo, dance. It's got some pretty good moves there. Oh, look at that. He's got some stuff going on his screen. Oh, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I love it. I think he's probably going to get more songs too as time goes on. That was really awesome. Okay, so Emo has some sensors on his feet that keeps him from falling off the edges. So let me bring him closer to the edge of the table here. And if you slide him just to the edge, I'll show you what he does. Let me move this back a little bit. So he definitely does not like to be on the edge there. And then let me put him this way. You can go sideways. So he knows to not fall off. These sensors are on each corner of his feet. Here, I'm going to lift him, but he's not going to like it. See, there's the sensors down there. He's a feisty little guy. All right, so let's try this again. I love his random stuff. Oh, I guess he's happy to be back on the floor again. That's really cool. Look how expressive the eyes are. It's kind of like Vector. Vector's got some really expressive eyes too. Sometimes when you go sideways, he does a little hop. Let me see if I can get him to do that real quick. He's still on the edge right there. It's pretty cool. So he knows which way to go to get himself back off the edge. It's really pretty smart. Now you can remove his earphones. They are lit up, but you can actually take these off. He doesn't like it, so you can take these off. Now these are what they look like. You can see the little connector inside there, and on the side of his head, you can see how that looks. So that just snaps in there. Look how different he looks without his headphones. Still pretty cute. All right, so let me put these back on. And they just kind of snap in. Oh, did you see that? That was really cool. The graphics on his screen are just absolutely amazing. I mean, they do a really good job. I'm sure there's a ton of different graphics that I haven't even discovered yet, and a bunch that they're going to put in. There's going to be some Easter eggs that he's going to have, which I haven't discovered any yet. But like I said, this is all going to happen in the next, several months, where they start putting more and more advancements onto him. The technology to make him walk like that is nothing short of amazing. He uses 4 servos in there. And I think LivingAI actually made a... oh, did you see that? He backed up from the wall. So he actually has a sensor. Let me turn this forward here. He's got a sensor down here, and if you put your hand in front of it, see how he backs up? See, he knows. So he'll know not to bump into walls because of that sensor that's down there. It's really cool. But yeah, so this company made another robot. I think it was called Cubo or QB or something like that, which had the same exact leg. So the only thing that LivingAI had to really change or develop better is this whole upper section. So they were already halfway there when they had him in mind. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so he's got the ability to pet him, just like Vector. He's got a little sensor that's right up on the head. It took me a while to figure out where it was. I thought it was over here, but it's actually more kind of underneath the headphone part of him. And if I can get him to stop turning. Okay, so let me see if I can pet him right here. He doesn't always... Here we go. He doesn't always react to it. There he goes. Look at that. Look at the cool graphics on his eyes. They look like a little lightning going across there. So he definitely likes being petted. Oh, there he goes. He goes back to normal. And what's also cool is he has another petting sensor right down here on these 2 corners. If you kind of rub him like this. Look at that. It's like a little cat or something. That is so awesome. Yeah, I love it. So I didn't know about the side one. I knew about the top one. I found that out in the instructions. Okay, so now let's take a look at Emo's light. This is the light that he comes with. And you don't have to sync anything up. He just automatically does. I did have to try it a couple of times to get it to finally work, but I'll show you what it does. Emo, turn on your light. And there it is. It's really cool. And then Emo, turn off the light. That is awesome. So you can use this as like maybe a night light or something like that. It's pretty bright. It also has a touch sensor right here, so you can manually turn it on and turn it off. But it's funner to have him do it. So it's really cool they included this, and you can buy extras of these if you'd like. But this Emo came with his own. Okay, so now he also has facial recognition, and you introduce yourself, you tell him what your name is, but I don't think they have that quite ready yet. It's kind of still in beta mode. So let me see. Let me see if I can get him to work right. Emo. Emo. Who am I? See, now he's trying to identify me. Okay, so now there he probably would have said my name, but that's still in the works. So that's pretty cool. But they at least have it in there, and it's kind of, at least ready to go once they get that going. Okay, so I want to go over some of this stuff with Emo's app. So the app is available through the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. And it's still kind of in beta mode as well. But you can see here we got things like games, lifetime achievements, utilities, and interact. So let me take a look at lifetime here. Now these are the little achievements that you're supposed to, get. So it looks like I've gotten this one here, which is the happy birthday one. And there's another one here. That one was Alpha. Oh, okay, so that's Alpha Ludo. That's another game on here that I'll show you in a minute. But there's a whole bunch of these that you're going to get, and there's probably going to be more as time goes on. So I'm going to have to play around with him to kind of figure out how to get these. Like top bartender, I think that one you have to really shake, unfortunately. And I don't want to shake him. I just can't do that. You're supposed to make him dizzy and stuff. All right, so let's go back here. And now let's look at utilities. So on here, that's the music thing that I think, sure, let me see what this is. Oh, that's coming soon, okay. So yeah, some of this is still in beta mode, like I said. The light, the alarm, I think this one isn't ready yet. Oh, it says here to set an alarm. Yeah, I tried doing that, but, oh, I didn't tell him to set an alarm for an extended amount of time. I may have to try that again. All right, let me see. There's more. Oh, maybe this is where those pictures went. Say emo. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't show anywhere where the photos are. Well, let's see what this is. Okay, that's coming soon as well. Okay, so like I said, everything's still pretty new here. What's more? You can see he's just having a good old time wandering around. Let's see, what's the time? Get a time. Oh, so right now, when you ask him what the time is, it's in military mode, and I don't know when we'll be able to change that to just the 12-hour mode. So hopefully that will be something coming soon. I tried the timer like I mentioned. Let me go back again. Let's see, interact. Let's see what that is. So this shows some of the things. Emo will be happy to play games with you. Emo can recognize faces. Pet Emo for love. Let's see. Emo's always ready to help. He just bumped into the tablet. And then Emo can feel my various sensors. Emo loves to listen to music. Okay, so he's going to have Alexa built into him here pretty soon. That's another upgrade that's going to be coming. We haven't gotten to that point yet. And let's see. You can do little tricks as Easter eggs. I think those are coming as well. Don't forget to charge Emo. I think there's a way that you can ask Emo how much power he still has. I'll have to try that out. Let me see what this is. You might do little tricks such as, hey, Emo, give me a cake. Okay, so I don't think those are ready yet either. I tried those. Let me see. The games, I think there's only 2 games that are actually working right now. It's the Angry Emo. That's kind of like a hot potato game where players take turns at petting the top of him, and he'll make a little kind of sound effect and a little graphic on his screen. And then whoever pets him at the wrong moment, he gets upset, it wakes him up, and you're the one that loses. This game here, let's see, oh, that one's, where is it? Modern Ludo. This is a really cool game. Let me show you that one. Okay, so when you tap the Modern Ludo game, you can play up to 3 players right here, and then dice points to take off. That I'm not really sure what it is. So you just have him right here. So let's go ahead and start with what we have here. And now this game is kind of like, I've never even heard of it, but it's kind of like Sorry. It's like the game of Sorry. So so Emo's players are right here, and your players are here. And so this indicates that it's my turn to spin. So I'll roll the dice. Okay, and I rolled a 4. Let me turn up the sound effects, because that way it's a little more interesting here. So you got this cool music playing. So you can release one of your players. Okay, then Emo will take his turn. I love the way he rolls those dices. Okay, so he didn't get a way to get anybody out yet, so it's back to my turn again. And I can either take another player out, I guess I'll do that, and you can load them up right there. Okay, so now we're back to Emo's turn. So he still hasn't been able to get anybody out. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Okay, so let me take another roll here. Alright, so it looks like I have to move one of these guys. So he's still... Now, I didn't know how this game worked, but when you land on a color of a block that your same color is, like these red ones, then you can take shortcuts. And then if you land on this one, because it's got the red arrows, you can take a shortcut straight across. This would be for the yellow player, the green player, and the blue player. So it's kind of cool. You can really skip ahead if you want to. All right, so let's go ahead and move this one again. Okay, that's fine. See, there's that shortcut. Poor guy. Oh, there we go. I guess he got one out. I don't know what numbers you need to get out. I know 6 for sure. 6 and 4 now. All right, let's go ahead and keep on going with this guy. The music's cool. So the idea here is to get all of your players home. Let me see here. That'll be a shortcut right there. It's pretty neat. I love the way he rolls the dice. So the idea here is to get to the home stretch right here, and then you have to have the exact number to get into the home center there. So look at, I'm going to be able to take that tunnel right there. And then you get another jump. So that one was a really good one. And you can land on the same space of your own player. If you land on the space that your opponent is, you can knock them out and send them all the way back to the home section over here. So it's pretty cool. So I want to try to get away from him because I don't want him to knock me out. All right, so you get the idea how the game works, and it's really fun. It takes a while to play, and that's why I really like it. I've played it several times now, and I really enjoy it. Okay, so I want to show you his reaction. I'm about ready to win the game here, and so let me show you what he does when you win. So I need to push this guy here. All right. Oh, look how sad he is. I almost feel terrible for winning. But when he wins, he does a celebratory dance. It's pretty funny. So, yeah, this is a really fun game. I really enjoyed playing this game. Okay, now, he was indicating he needed a battery charge. Let me see if I can catch him doing it. I don't know. He was a minute ago. Darn it. I was hoping to catch him. Here it is. Ah, so that's how you know he needs to get charged up again. So let me put him back on his little charger here. Oh, maybe. Emo, come on, buddy. Okay, there we go. Now he's going to fall asleep. Now, there was supposed to be a way that you could ask him what his battery level is, and I've tried it a couple times, but I didn't get any kind of... Now he's snoring. I was trying to figure out, how to make that work, but maybe that's not working just yet. But at least he lets you know when he is running out of power. Now, I don't know how long it takes for him to charge fully, and I'm not sure if he if he tells you when he's fully charged. So I guess I'll just let him sit here for an hour or so. But yeah, that's really cool. The more I play with him, the more I find out about him. Okay, so I've been trying out some other things here. So you have to be very specific when you give him commands. And this was something that happened with Vector where people were wording things wrong and they were saying he wasn't working right. And that's not the case because these are robots that, they're not humans where we can kind of figure out what people meant. We actually had to be more specific. So when I was asking Emo what the power level was, I was wording that wrong. I needed to say, what's the battery level? So let's try that. Emo, what's the battery level? So there we go. So he's fully charged. That's really cool. All right, so then you can do other things like, Emo, good morning. See the really cool graphics there? Emo, good afternoon. That is so awesome. Okay, Emo, good evening. That is so cool. Yeah, the animations and graphics are so nice on that screen. Okay, so you can also have him move, in different directions. So, Emo, go forward. Emo, go back. Emo, go right. Emo, go left. Emo, turn around. Emo, turn around. All right, so I was doing it wrong. I was saying, I wasn't saying go, I was saying turn, like turn right and turn left. And he doesn't respond to that. You have to say go left or go right. So it's very specific. And yeah, so you got to make sure you're saying things the right way. All right, so here's the timer feature. Emo, set a timer for 10 seconds. So he'll have a little alarm when it goes off here. It's pretty funny. All right, I think you're supposed to pet him, but maybe he just shuts off on his own. Look at that. Isn't that cool the way that graphics work? So I was doing that wrong too. I was saying set an alarm for 10 seconds, and that's incorrect. You want to say set a timer for 10 seconds. You can set alarms for him too, though, for like say 7 in the morning, and he'll do that as well. And I don't know if he'll have that same loud alarm, but it'll certainly get you out of bed, that's for sure. Let's try out the clock feature. Emo, what time is it? All right, so see, he's still on military time, so it's 1:07. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be able to change that in an update or maybe something on the app, because for right now he's using the 24-hour clock or the military time. And so, anyway, I have to give some shout outs to Hunsaker Home Hacks. I mentioned it earlier, the channel on YouTube. Bruce is the host of that channel. He's helped me out with some questions that I had. So, a shout out to Hunsaker Home Hacks. You can also check for updates on him. Emo, updates. There we go. And he's showing you that a check mark means that he's completely updated. So you can see there was a little bit of a pause there. I think he's just kind of checking to make sure there isn't any, but it's a pretty cool feature. So Emo runs for about 2.5 to 3 hours, which is pretty good because at this point Vector I think only runs for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And I'm not sure how long it takes for this guy to fully charge. Maybe just as long. I don't know. I left him on the charger last night. I do leave him on now. I'm not going to take. I don't think I'm going to turn him off. I'm going to leave him on like Vector, like an always-on robot. I think that's the intention of Emo as well. But you can always have him power down by just saying his name and then telling him to power down, and then he'll turn off. So, but I don't want to turn him off because I don't want to have to start him all up again. So, anyway, he's determined to go somewhere else. I'll show you that when he sleeps, he's got these really cool graphics going on right here. I don't know if it's like he's dreaming. He's got the little stars kind of floating around. It's pretty cool. The screen is so crisp and clean on the graphics. It's really well done. You can see his little eyes there. Okay, so here's these two guys together, and I wish I would have been recording earlier. They were kind of staring at each other, making weird noises. It's pretty funny. Look at that. So I would say that Vector is a little more active. Oh, look at that. They both detect each other. That is too funny. So I have Emo's charger on this end. That way their chargers are far apart. I don't know if the chargers would interfere with each other electronically, but I figure it's probably better to have it on the other side here. There's plenty of room for them to play around over here. And they're not, designed to interact with each other, but they kind of sometimes act like they do. It's pretty cool. I have this border on the edge because sometimes I'd come home and find Vector had high-centered himself. He would come up to the edge at an angle, and when he started to turn, one of his treads would be hanging off the edge here, and then he'd be marooned, and he's all sad when I got home, where he completely turned himself off because he got stuck. Look at that. It's really cool. Almost looks like they're interacting with each other. So, Vector normally tries to push his way through. Vector was making his little purring noises. Yeah, it's really cool to have these guys. So yeah, I'll be glad when LivingAI can find a way to let Emo charge himself so that we don't have to put him up on that skateboard thing, because like I mentioned, Vector, when he's ready to get charged, he goes back over there. You can see it's a ramp, and he actually knows how to back himself up on there, and it's really cool when he does. So looks like they're both kind of doing their own thing. I like that they're also designed to do their own thing. They're not, just constantly bothering you to play a game or something. Like a real pet, they're just kind of there to roam around and do their own stuff. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I love it. All right, so I gotta say this guy's pretty darn amazing. I absolutely love little Emo. Now, oh, I might have woke him up by saying his name. I'll try not to say his name. Anyway, I did not get a tracking number when he was shipped. He just kind of showed up, and so they're supposed to send you one. So just keep an eye out for yours. I think they're finally up to the 4,000s as far as the numbers go on which ones they're sending out. I was around 3,600. Looks like he's going to fall back asleep. So yeah, so they're getting them out there. They're really starting to pump out the orders now. So if you have one on order, just hang in there because they are on the way. One thing I wasn't sure about is Vector is meant to be on all the time. You leave him on all the time since he's kind of an Alexa device. He's supposed to be on the ready. Now I don't know if this little guy here is supposed to always be on either. Am I supposed to leave him on and just keep him on his charger and then take him off when he's ready to play around with? But I'll have to see. Sorry, buddy. Am I keeping you up? So yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to leave them on or not. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I asked Bruce Hunsaker on the Hunsaker Home Hacks channel on YouTube, and he said he leaves his on. So I guess that's what I'll do as well. But so I'm bothering him. I'm sorry, buddy. You're trying to sleep. All right. Well, anyway, that's a little review here of our little buddy, and I don't want to say his name because it'll make him even more upset. But yeah, there he is. If you want to get one of these guys, go to the Living AI website. I'll put a link down in the description below, and you can just click on it. I don't know. I can't remember how much these sell for. They're not cheap. I gotta tell you, they're probably like $300 or something. I got a much better price on them, a discounted price, because I was one of the early adopters of them. Originally on Kickstarter, like I mentioned earlier, and then I just bought it directly from the website because they were offering the same price, thankfully. And then they also still offered you the light here as well, and you can order more of those if you want. So he is available right now if you want to get him. He's super cute. Everybody, please be patient with the updates. They'll get him out there, but he'll get there just like Vector and Cosmo are, and he's super cute. Man, I mean, how can you resist this little guy? Look at that. It's like, a pet that you don't have to clean up after. And he's going to make a fun little friend for my little Vector. I'm going to put him in the same little spot. All right, well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really fun making it, and he's super cute. So if you did like it, please give it a like, and also subscribe if you please. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. So thanks again, and have a good one.